How's that? Virgins. What's going on with you? So, Virgos. Good to see you, my loves. Good to see you, my loves. So, Virgos, we are going to start off with a video. Yes, we're going to start off with a video. And I'm going to tell you why after the video. All right, Virgos, let's start. And then I'm going to tell you why. And we're going to do a reading. Okay? All right. Let's start the video.
I'm basically a very happy person, and I'm a good manifester of what I want. I have a terrific husband, I have great children, a job to die for. We live exactly where I want to live, on a little bit of a house down a dirt road in the country.
Do you hear an echo?
And because of you, I understand how I've manifested all of these things. I'm also a manifester of one thing that I don't like and don't want, and that's financial deprivation. And I also understand, by listening to you, how I've done that.
Next.
Yeah, exactly. No. I'll be a little bit more. Exactly. Just what I thought myself in the middle of the night last night. Last summer when I met you and started listening to you, I thought, this'll be a piece of cake. I already believed that I created my own reality, and I saw now what the rules were. I hadn't known the rules before, so I didn't know what I was doing. So I figured this is going to be really easy to manifest financial prosperity. And as a matter of fact, I'm really enjoying the process. But I'm getting a little bit impatient. I'm very, very good at being happy with not enough money. And I'd really love to spend some time, in fact, the rest of my life, being happy with financial abundance.
We have to take issue with something that you're saying here, because if you really were happy with not enough money, there would be a lot more money. It's not being happy with where you are that is
Can you
causing
hear
you
okay?
to offer resistance that doesn't let more in. Because in your not having enough money, you are sending the signal to the universe that you want more money. So step one is in place. The universe always answers, so step two is in place. So the only thing is out of whack is you're not letting it in. And the way you know you're not letting it in is in your moments of unhappiness. Something that we notice with so many of you.
Hey,
You'll have
Justy.
many aspects of your life that do please you. And we know that you often speak about them, and we know that every bit of that is true. But we also know that you are giving an inordinate amount of attention to something that is holding the well-being called financial abundance away from you. And it most likely is your awareness on the very subject. In other words, it's possible to be worried about a handful of things that don't have anything to do with money and still hold money away. Just like you don't have to be worried about your physical health in order to diminish your health. You don't have to be specifically focused upon the lack of a specific subject in order to specifically disallow that subject. But when it is a subject like money, which shows up in your experience in many different ways in every single day,
JD,
the way you
is
feel
you
about
hear
a subject
echo?
like that often
Justy?
becomes such a normal feeling that you don't even realize that you're doing it. And it's a hard subject to get your attention away from because it is something that comes up so often during the day. What we would do if we were standing in your physical shoes and we were wanting to change.
Where's
and
Virgo
you do,
in your chart, Justy?
you got to change your vibration if something in your life is going to change. So let's start there. I want to change the way I feel about finances. It's that simple. I want to change the way I feel.
Okay, remember that, Virgos, okay? Because I did a reading, all right? I want to change how I feel about finances. Remember that. Okay. Huh? Not related to money.
But something that I think about really, really often, I think about from a place that does not match what I really, really want. So we say, you have to change your vibration about money. So how does one go about changing their vibration about money? Well, you have to stop looking at what is. Well, how can I not look at what is when what is? How can I not notice that I have to pay the bills or that there are things that I and my children and that I would like for my grandchildren? How can I not notice that I want more money than I have? And we say, by noticing other things that are working, by noticing the things that are working so much that the things that aren't working don't get much airtime. Or you could take the bull by the horns and you could hit it head on and you could start making a game about money that distracts you from the lack of money and makes you start approaching money differently. In other words, a game about money. We notice as we watch many of you who are in a
Okay, so Virgos, Oh, okay. So y'all didn't hear me that whole time I was talking? You didn't hear me the whole time I was talking? Y'all didn't hear me the whole time? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Oh, oh. What about now? Oh, okay. Okay, good. All right. So I just wanted to tell the Virgos that if you see the readings that say business, career, and money, and it's like, I thought you were talking about love, child. I mean, if you guys want me to, I will. Like, if enough of you ask me, I will. But it seems like the market is really saturated. There are millions of readers that talk about love. But I feel like the business, career, and finances is how I can help you the most. And you guys being the the sign that wants to help people more than any other sign, you guys can probably understand that more than any other sign. So, what I ask of you is to stay with me. And, if you, like I said, if enough of you ask me to do the love, then I will. But I feel like I'm not as good as I am with the money and the finances, right? Also, I have you can join the channel. So yeah, like I said, Virgos, don't be disappointed or anything. If enough of you ask, I will do it. I just really wanted to do something different and something that I enjoyed, where I actually get feedback, where people are telling me regularly that it really helped them or my predictions in this area came true. And what I'm seeing for you, Virgos, as far as um, the law of attraction is concerned, or as far as money is concerned, or using the principles that we just saw in the video, this is what I see. I think that when you hear things like that, you are really happy because something resonates. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah. I do have to set a goal and look at what I want, right? And I do need to take action. You're real big with that. Yes, of course I need to take action, but yes, I need to look at and have a written goal too, because I have done this in the past and it has worked, right? But this is what I got as I did your reading, Virgo. See, you guys make shit right. So consequently, you see what's wrong a lot so that you can make it right. Like, oh my God, look, I saw this Virgo talk about how her son had his pants on backwards during a TikTok video, right? I mean, who cares? But that's the Virgo's job, to fix what's wrong. And that's how God made you, and there's nothing you can do about that. But what happens is with you all with manifesting, it might be a little bit more difficult to look at what you want to manifest, because you might really start looking at what's wrong. So the answer that I got for you is, Virgos, you know what will complete, ooh, Jesus, I feel a little dizzy. You know what will completely turn this around, Virgos, is that you all need to listen more frequently. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? I think that's great. You know what I'm saying? See, look. Libra's issue is they'll forget. I feel like if they were listening to the laws of attraction, they were writing their goals down, all this shit, I think they would just forget to. Pisces, they won't listen to stuff like this until they feel like it. Virgos, I think you guys already know the benefits because you have manifested before. It could be other stuff in your charts, and it came through hearing, spying, listening to maybe people like Abraham Hicks or people who teaches stuff like metaphysics. It looks like because your brain automatically judges what's wrong, you make judgments like, is this out or is it in? Right? That's your job on the earth. There's nothing you can do about it. It seems like for you, Virgos, you guys need to listen to this more frequently because of how God made your mind. And then it's a wrap. Isn't that great? I was so happy when I got that word. Also, some of you are getting ready to get an offer. All right, something that you do very well. Yes, darling, it's you, it's you, it's you. What else did I see here? Yeah, that's it. That basically you guys just need to like spend more time. Now, the difference between you and other people is that you will do it. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of fucking sense. See, with Virgos, it's just it has to make sense. And when it makes sense, it's a wrap. I'm gonna do it. So then, as you begin to listen to these principles of attraction or these prosperity principles, what I'm specifically talking about is attracting $5,000 a month, right? Because that's kind of like where I'm at. You know what I mean? And when I say 5,000, I mean like net. And as you guys know, it's really not that big of a deal because as soon as if you start thinking about something for 68 seconds, another thought just like it will come to you. Now, it's great that you love me because you're earth sign and I'm an air sign. So you feed me practical stuff and I tell you the shit that's happening in the brain. And you are ruled by Mercury, so you like smart bitches. So as soon as you think one positive, you see $5,000 a month and you just leave it alone, your mind will immediately tell you something that's just like what you can do. And if you keep looking at it, then your mind will go, and then you can do this. You know what? You should call this one. And as long as you keep looking at it, it's like this, it'll just keep drawing you in. And then you get into this world where everything is different and people are different and different shit starts happening. But see, what happens, Virgos, is then what happens is you start looking at what you need to look at because you're a Virgo and that's your job. And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I mean, I would hate to have that problem as a manifester. Because, see, I'm in the air all the time. Any goddamn way, bitch. But you guys are like, look, we need to do this and do that to pay the bills. So what happens with y'all is you start looking and then the old world come back. Then you get dragged into there's not enough. And then whatever used to happen in this world starts to happen. But then if you listen to some content more, then you will be, and you might get back here real fast because that's where you know and that's where you live and that's where you go, right? And so this might be a little new. So they're then you look at it again and you get back up and you start saying, okay, $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month. I can do this, I can do that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Oh, I see some money coming in. Yeah, but it ain't enough. And then, you see what I'm saying? So for you guys, see, these are the cards that I got that's making me tell you this story. Like this. And see, I know what I'm talking about, particularly with money and finance. Okay, you see that? So it's like at first you're like, yeah, great idea. Because you guys, oh, hold on. Great idea. And then, yeah. Then you get real hot with it. And then you, like, look, y'all take action fast. But then look at what the Virgo does. Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to work. You start looking back. See, you're going forward. Then it's like, yeah, I don't know if I can. I don't know. Yeah, well, you know what? The economy is bad and ain't nothing right, and these people ain't right, and then we gotta start on over. But that's your pain point. That's your pain point, is that it needs to be reiterated. That's why you should join my channel for just $7.99, because I'm going to reiterate $5,000 a month every Tuesday and Thursday. See, that's the only thing the Virgos need, is to just press a button and listen to a bitch talk about it. Because your mind does what it's been created to do. Virgos, I feel like I feel like, do you understand? Right, exactly. So I feel like some of you might have some fixed placements in your chart, because for some of you, it's a wrap. You're like, oh yeah, you're absolutely right. And it looks like, see, this is communication. This is you. So it looks like you're going to do something about that very quickly. And looks like you're going to accept some type of offer. It could be my channel, child. Mm-hmm. Oh, it says $5,000. No wonder, child. What is going on here? $5,000. Okay, hold on. Hold on. These people were like $5,000, bitch. The fuck? Virgos didn't say nothing? What? All right. Sorry, Virgos. All right. Okay. So yes, it's $7.99 to join, and you will get access to repetitive stuff that includes Abraham Hicks. Yesterday, I produced a video in which you actually see me going to the store to get the banner that says, I got 28 by 36 inches, and there's a banner that says 5,000 by December 25th. And so it's going to be like constant repetition. And that's what I feel like you guys need in order for you to start manifesting strongly. Okay. Now, some of you are pregnant. Okay. You could be also in love. I do see a new offer coming to you that you're just going to love. Okay. Let's see, what else do I see for you, Virgos? Let's pull out some new cards. So, Crystal, how do you feel about that? Do you think that repetition? I'm telling you, that's the answer, Virgos. I'm telling you, it is. I know you say, well, that's the answer to everybody, but see, everybody's mind is not set up to correct, you see? So they may not, lean in that direction as much. Mhm. Now I see that there was a therapist, someone who was like a counselor, and it seemed like you may have had to go get extra jobs or something, or maybe your clientele was slipping a little bit. And that's why I think it would be really good for you in this economy to really like replay positive things, especially from people who you respect. Especially stuff like the law of attraction and stuff like that. Or you can just join my channel, because I have a $5,000 a month group that's popping right now. Okay. All right. So let's see. What does the Virgo need to know? What does the Virgo need to know? What does the Virgo need to know regarding money? So is money coming for Virgos? All right. So it looks like things kind of got a little rough. You could have just moved though too. And so because of the moving expenses, maybe things has been a little tight, or you have to move something like that. Or you have really been burdened by a lot of bills. All right, overwhelmed and burdened by them, especially since you're doing everything you can to bring in money, right? Yeah, but a vast majority of you have moved, will move, and it's something you might move in the middle of the night, or maybe somebody don't know you moved. I see some Sagittarius that's coming in. You're like, oh God, will you leave me alone? I hope this ain't the patient. Oh God. Right? Somebody's just getting on your damn nerves, Chad. I don't know who it is. Right? Some of you could have been a working contract, and it's like you want something stable, but you need your freedom. You might have Sagittarius in your chart too. I see a Sagittarius coming to relieve the burden of you being out of work. If you are out of work, this could be an interview. You could be getting offered to come in real soon, right? You might be hearing from someone. I mean, with the night here, it moves past hearing, and now we're into action. So, yeah, so some of you got maybe overburdened with moving, and so you had to get into action really fast, or you're overburdened with your finances. But whatever the case is, I see somebody coming really quickly to relieve your burden. I was not trying to read upside down cards. Okay, but it did come upside down. It seems like some of you are not taking advantage of your networking skills or people who you can network with. The Three of Cups is reversed. You know, you could have a lot of haters for some reason. I don't really know, but I feel that with the Three of Cups reversed, I think there's something that you don't want to do anymore. Like you don't want to be reconciled with some type of industry that was quite overwhelming to you, right? You could have left a job that was just, it was just too much drama, just too toxic. Your love is toxic, right? That could have happened. But yeah, so I feel like you're going to kind of be able to pick and choose. I feel like this is your energy saying, I don't know if I want this. I don't know if I want that, right? You probably have already turned something down. I feel like you're leaving a bad situation. Yeah, a bad situation. Boo, 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 boo. Do, 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 do. Knight of Wands, the Chariot. I'm good, Crystal. That's good to hear. You could have already got out of something like, this is a bad situation. And I am not the one. Okay. Some of you could be in the car industry, or you could be from Detroit, maybe the automobile city. A car salesman, you could, a plant, manufacturing work, maybe some of you. So like some of you don't want to go back to what you used to do because it was too like overburdened, but it's hot. And so it's like you could get a job in 5 minutes, and you kind of like trying to figure out, damn, I can do this, I can do that. I mean, but something is coming, right? Even before you stop looking at this, you might get an invitation, an email inviting you to come into the office immediately. Okay? Somebody is desperate. It's real bad. It's bad, bad. I mean, they used to do drug tests. They don't even do that no more because it's like, look, just don't make the accident too bad. I'm just playing, y'all. Right. So also this is transportation. So you guys might like be driving Uber, Lyft. You could be in transportation. Let's see. You could be in a move. You could be dealing with, you guys could be starting a moving company. You could be working for a moving company, right? I definitely feel that Cancer is going to play a big role in your life, whether you know it or not, right? It could be a boss that's your Cancer and you don't know, or his boss is going to call and say, listen, We need this filled immediately. And if you can't do the job, then I'm going to have to give the job to someone who can do it. That's what I feel like their boss's boss is saying some shit like that. And so somebody is very desperate. Okay. So I feel like if you chose whatever, some of you, if you chose to, work someplace else, they would take you up real fast. And if you chose to stay, you could do that. And I just kind of feel like some of you might be getting money from multiple sources. Like you could have Social Security and a full-time job and child support and, stuff like that. Others of you could be on aid, or you were on aid. You were the one receiving aid. So others of you could be getting money given to you from multiple sources, or you could be getting aid or whatever, right? So what I see right in front of you, Virgos, is the Eight of Swords with the Six of Swords with the Magician. I do see things being a little tight, right? But it does look like with the Magician, you can get yourself out of this. You have the power to remove the blinds off. I think a lot of you just kind of like don't know what to do. You feel trapped and unclear about what direction to take. It's like I know what to do when I know what direction to take. It's just that I don't know what direction. How can I go in a direction and I don't know what direction it is? I mean, that don't make no sense, right? So, but I do feel like you have the power to get yourself out of a direction. Some of you could be moving like across a body of water. You could be moving to be near a Gemini or a Virgo. But I feel like you are in the driver's seat right now, Virgo. And some of you who have been attracted to this, I feel like you might be in an industry maybe where they really need you. Some of you, okay, if this is your read. All right. Possibly. That could be what I'm saying. Or some of you might feel really overburdened by a move right now. Maybe have taken a lot of your resources, or you need to move, or something kind of is overwhelming you financially here. And I feel like you jumped into quick action. And I feel that, like I said, you kind of are going to be able to I feel like you don't want to go back to something that you used to do, but then you were like, listen, I need to go back. This is another group of you, because then I can move forward and I won't be overburdened anymore. Right? So I feel that some of you could have already done this. So you are now working one or two jobs, or you're you are juggling a couple of jobs maybe. Some of you could have recently gotten a new job too, right? And for some of you, it's going to require you to travel. Others of you, it looks like it's close to home, right? Like they can get there with their eyes closed. So some of you could be working at home. And then a couple of days out of the week, they might see you in person. So you could have a hybrid job that's coming up. Okay, and all right. So let's look at your money. Do you guys have any questions? Cause what you do is crazy, babe. Not like you belong in there. All right, let's look and see, Virgos. Let's look at your money, Virgos. Let's look at Virgo's money. The pole. Ooh, some of you got a husband, child, so you ain't got to worry about money that much, child. And your husband could be a Taurus, possibly. My husband takes care of me, child. All right, so I do see money coming in, whether it's through aid. What, Scorpio? What you talking about, Sherry? I do see money coming into you, and it does look like it's pretty regular, and it looks established. I see the Libra here. It could be coming from a Libra ex-husband, or the judicial system has appointed the federal government to give you a certain amount of allotted money, or there's very powerful person may give you money, or I just see money coming in from a consistent place for you. Okay. Crowned by, ooh, wow, the Four of Wands. Yeah, some of you, it looks like your money is going to be looking good. I do see that you might be in a very beautiful home, or you are married, or that's definitely what you are working on. The Four of Wands is a very good relationship, usually. And, oh, good. Thank you. The Four of Wands is a very good relationship generally, and is extremely stable. So I feel that some of you could have, possibly not all of you, some of you could have two incomes that kind of see, like there's one person that gives, and then there's another person that gives, and together they can pay the rent. Or you're doing something that is really stable right now, or you have established, there's something that's very stable. And it could be that you get help from someone else, right? Okay, so I see a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries deeply impacting your finances. Venus in Aries, possibly, okay? So some of you could work for the government. You could have a government job. You could have like a beige, yellow car. This could be your boss. They look like this. I hear Ann Rose. I don't know what the hell. So anyway, I feel that they really like you. Those of you who this does apply to, and you do have jobs, I feel like they really like you at your job. All right. You might have strong fire placements in your chart too. Or you could be married to a wealthy man, or somebody that has a good job and they take care of you, or vice versa. It's a general reading. So but whatever the case is, I see a construction worker too. I feel that if he goes into the tell him to do the construction, because he's going to try and see, well, baby, should I do the iron or should I do the construction? Tell him to do the construction because of all the money that Biden just put in the infrastructure. I think it was 2.2 trillion. So anyway, you heard the State of the Union, right? So anyway, so it looks like I see you guys kind of being really happy financially. Like you really don't have anything to truly worry about, unless something just could have happened to throw you off a little bit. I feel like at first you had been fighting Peter to pay Paul. Let's see what happens in the future. Oh, I don't want this to come in. No, I'm not doing that. Okay, so in the future is this was the card. It was again the Three of Cups reverse. So I feel like you're going to be able to pick and choose which job you want. So you're in one of those in-demand fields, possibly. Either it's because you're really good and you have an established clientele and they really like your work. It looks like you do something that the people need. Some of you, okay, you might do something that they need, like you write prescriptions for crazy medication, or maybe not. You could just have an established job at the government that has a lot of security, or anywhere. It just, with the Four of Wands, something is very secure and very dependable. All right. And it could be your husband. It could be all kind of stuff, child. It could be your job. Something is very stable, consistent, and it's going to stay like that. And it's like whatever it is that money is coming into you, it's a wrap as far as having to worry about that for like 6 months to a year, because something is very stable. Now, I do see either more aid coming to you or more clients. So I do feel that yeah, in this economy, those of you who are business owners are going to do well, or this could represent you Oh, good. Okay. Or this could represent you having so many options that you pick and choose. And you may decide to not reconcile with a former career. You might do something different. It looks like it's in the line. You could have used to do it, and you might do something that you used to do, but it might be something new added to it, right? But the career stuff looks very good to me, Virgos. Um, I feel that you really don't want to do something that you used to do, though. You really want to get out of that. There's something that you used to do that you just don't want to do. And there was something kind of hot about it. Like people came and go, or you came and go. It wasn't consistent. Either it was contractual work. It could have been, you could have worked in the sex industry. Okay. With the Knight of Wands here. And I feel like you really want to let it go, but it's hard to let whatever this is when the money comes in, because the money has been kind of slow and you just don't know what else to do. I think somebody is waiting for something, but you're going to be all right. All right. You're going to make it happen. You're going to make it happen for yourself. So, but for the most part, I see consistent. I see like some, money coming in. I see you really trying to do something different. Some of you are. They say just be patient and just, recognize that these things take time. There might be a little bit of delay, but you're going to be fine with the King of Pentacles. Some of you just do what you do and you just do it well, or you're just really smart. It looks like if you have a husband or a partner who is into the trade industries, y'all going to do just fine. Right? Any iron worker, any husband that's an iron worker, a metal worker, elevator installer, construction workers, y'all set. You ain't got nothing to worry about at all. Or if that's you, okay? But I do feel like there is someone that you love. It could be a Scorpio, okay? Or there's something that you truly love. Some of you love kids. That's what it is. You want kids, or you love kids, or you might not want to work because you just want to be home with your kids. Yeah, oh yeah. Some of you are at home moms. You might do things for the income, but I feel like your children are really important to you, and you really want to be present in your children's life. And I feel like that's very important to you. So I do think that some of your decision making in regards to what you do professionally is going to have to do with how it impacts your availability to your children. Okay. What's manifesting the Queen of Pentacles? And, ooh, the Nine of Cups. Wow. Okay, so if you've been looking for a job, it looks like you have one. Some of you already got hired, right? If you're looking for a job, it's a wrap. You got this job, and you're going to be very good at it. Yeah, this is what's manifesting that you do not see, right? Also, a marriage could be manifesting. All right, because this is also domestic stability to me. But yeah, sometimes it's because the earth represents things that are, to me, contractual. It could be like, you guys might decide to get married, right, with someone. You could also end up marrying somebody that you work with. Like you're going to walk in there single, not thinking about that at all. And as they're going to become your work husband, and then y'all end up getting married. Okay. But the outcome for you is the Eight of Cups, the Page of Wands with the Nine of Cups. So I definitely feel like you guys are not going to be really impacted by what's going on right now. Or if you were, right, if you did feel a little bit of a sting, it was out of choice. In other words, maybe you didn't really promote yourself, or you weren't trying to get jobs, because it seems like as soon as you send a message I feel like you're going to get an offer or wish fulfilled. Okay, so that's what I see. Let's see. Anything else, Virgos? Let's see. Let me look at you guys on YouTube because I'm in the. Trustee, are you still in here? They showed me a comment that you made 4 years ago. Oh God! So I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm gonna take an intermission, and then we're gonna come back. And I guess close it. I guess I must have been home. I thought, let me see something. Right. It was, what the fuck? What? I don't understand. No, the cars are right. They're right. Let me see what's going on here. Huh. 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 Justy, did you get the other job yet? Or, oh no, you have a job. You already have a secure job, right? And you're trying to paint? Is that what's going on with you? Okay. All right. So I guess we can close. Oh, you have two jobs. Okay. Well, to me, it looked really good for Virgos, especially. So it's kind of, it looked good. I don't know if you're having a hard, see, look, and even when I picked the cards up, I got the Knight of Cups. So some of you are getting ready to get some very good news regarding employment. So yeah, so either now or you miss your man. What sign was your man? And what sign are you? I know, but the devil turned around between for the two of you. What do you think that's about, child? I mean, is it a positive situation? I mean, I don't know. What was the devil trying to talk about, child? Does he drink too much? Or does he hit you? All right, child. I had to go to the bathroom. Oh, she didn't answer. Okay. All right. All right. So let's see. So we're going to look at something from the Abraham Hicks one last time, Virgos, because like I said earlier, it said that because of how you guys' mind work, you might kind of need to counterbalance the way your mind works with, like repetition. I don't have no more weed. I know. So we're gonna listen to Abraham. It wasn't positive at all. Bad environment. He didn't want to leave until it was too late. He was about to propose. Well, it's okay to miss somebody, but that doesn't mean you're supposed to get back together with them. You know what I mean? So, and it just kind of seemed like it was unbalanced, and I feel like you need to move on, really. But I know that it hurts. This is Virgo. Yeah, I know that it hurts, honey. I do. I really do. And you know how to make it stop hurting? Stop looking at his social media. Stop looking at his sign and looking at the tarot cards. Feel the pain. Just bleed it out. If you could just feel the pain of separation instead of being afraid of it and literally separate yourself from his media or from tarot readings that is talking about his sign, and within 2 weeks, you would feel different. I'm not saying you won't hurt, but I think that like if you're constantly looking at signs that's talking about him, and it's the devil. I don't know. Yeah, that's not a good thing. All right, so let's look at this again, look at this again, Virgos. Share. We're gonna look at another video from Abraham Hicks, and then we're gonna close. She was on a couch. Here she is. Oh, here we go.
It would be nice if we could just zap into your mind our knowledge of how much abundance is there for you. And if you could feel hopeful about it being there instead of disappointed that it hasn't been there, it'd start moving right away. In other words, it's not a matter of winning the lottery or getting an inheritance or even landing a great job or finding education that leads you to better employment. It isn't about the activity. It's about letting yourself let in what you've been saying for a long time you want. The source has been hearing and lining up. It's such an odd thing for us to see your virtual bank accounts in relationship to your bank accounts. It's just odd that you have all of this leverage and all of this affluence and all of this abundance, and so many of you are just pinching it off by your determination to keep telling it like it is, telling it like it is, telling it like it is, telling it like it is. And we know in this world where you are surrounded with those that don't want you to put your head in the sand or be delusional, we know that telling it like it is has been highly regarded. But we're here to tell you, telling it like it is will hold it like it is forever, indefinitely. In other words, so you sat down, and those are the words that are the most dominant in your vibration. What is just so loud, and that's because it's a simple reason. You're letting most of your vibration be in response to what you're observing instead of what you are envisioning. In other words, you can think thoughts that will cause a different vibrational pattern, or you can observe, or you can think thoughts that will cause a similar vibrational pattern. But you do have control over the thoughts that you think. But you got to start new habits. You got to talk to different people. You got to talk about different things. You've got to start telling the story differently. We would recommend that as soon as you leave this gathering, that you get a notebook and you call it My Life Story, and you begin writing Chapter 1, My Life Story Relative to Abundance. And you just fabricate a fabulous fairy tale that is pleasing to you in some way, and you say, good, this is the new me. This is the new vibrational virtual me. And we promise you, if you'll tell that story for just a little while instead of the story that you've been telling, the universe doesn't know whether the story you're telling is the reality or not. The universe only knows that it's the vibration that's activated. And the vibration that is activated is the vibration that law of attraction is answering you.
Do you guys understand that? So, and it was weird too, because it's just weird. It's just weird. But I wanted to tell you something, Virgos. It was right at the tip of my tongue. Damn, I don't remember. Anyway, so we are going to be focusing on $5,000 a month, right? And because the undisciplined mind is scary. And so we're going to give it a figure to just look at, because we're going to take control over our minds, right? And so I know for a fact that I am more than qualified to take you there, or to do readings about it and talk about manifesting that, because like some of you guys are already doing that, and you guys, yeah, that's real easy. So I'm going to re-implement the things that I used to do and talk to you guys about that. But anyway, if you want to join level 1, it's the $5,000 a month group. That's what I meant when you saw $5,000 next to the name. So you can hit that join. You can join there in that link if you want to, or if you're watching this later, it'll have a join button either underneath the video, right, or at my homepage, and you can join later. Okay. All right, Virgos. Well, that was about it. If there isn't anything else, looks like some of you are getting ready to get an offer real soon, though. All right, like real soon, you're going to be leaving your house and working. I hope you enjoyed it, and God bless.